Fran, back with another weekly video. Okay, so this week I want to talk to you guys about panicking and panicking and panicking. The reason that I chose this topic this week is because in the last week I had a lot of things happen and a lot of things go on in my life, a lot of things that I had no control over. So I found myself questioning and asking God, why? Why? Why is this happening? Why is this not happening? Why am I doing this and this is not working? What's going on? What's going on? And a lot of times we get anxious for things, especially when we have a dream or a vision in our hearts, or we have a dream for our lives and it's not quite going the way that we want it to go. We begin to panic and get a little nervous about it because, of course, we feel like we can make things happen, right? Of course, we feel like we are in control until we realize that we're not. So this week, even though I know that I'm not in control and that everything is in divine order, things still happen in your life. I mean, we are still humans. So even though we are leaders, or maybe transformers, or maybe we have been given a role in the kingdom, or we're on a mission, or we're walking in our purpose, and our purpose may be one of leadership, or whatever the case may be. We're still very human, and when we're human, we make mistakes. I've made mistakes. Everybody has made a mistake. Everybody has done something that they shouldn't have done, or maybe they've done something that was right in their eyes but not right to someone else. So we all have these human flaws because we're human. So it's really important not to judge yourselves too harshly or anybody else, because we all have these flaws. But nevertheless, this week I had some challenges, and so I always pick up my book and I write. I love to write. You can't probably see that, but I love to write letters to God because I feel like, He's my confidant, and I feel like I can talk to Him about anything, and He knows absolutely everything about me, and He knows my heart, more importantly. So this week I was writing, and I was questioning, and I was saying, why? Why this? Why that? I want this, and this is not working, and I want to do this, and on and on and on and on. And so that night, which was the night before last, I went to bed, and I was still unsettled in my spirit about a lot of things because, sometimes change comes, and we don't like change, but change is inevitable. It's going to come, and we have to embrace it, and realize that it's part of our journey. So the next morning I got up, and I'm trying not to look away from you guys, but the next morning I got up and I got my Bible, and I said, okay, whatever I'm supposed to know today, bring that to me. I need to know. And I went to Isaiah 41. Now, I don't really read a lot of Isaiah. Not 41, 40. I don't read a lot of Isaiah, but I do read my Bible every morning. And so I went through the book of Isaiah and I read that. And then I said, okay, what else do I need to know? And it took me to Isaiah 45 and 11. And Isaiah 45 and 11, I'll put it down at the screen for you, says, and I quote, Jehovah, the Holy One of Israel, Israel's Creator, says, what right do you have to question what I do? Boy, was that an answer. And I sat there and I thought, man, oh man. So I went on about my morning, and I had to make some phone calls and do some things. And of course I had in my mind the way that I thought that these phone calls should go and things should happen and they should pan out. And they panned out perfectly, but it had nothing to do with the way that I thought they should pan out. So what I'm trying to tell you today is that sometimes we get anxious, and sometimes we think we can fix it, and sometimes we think we know exactly what is best for us. But in all reality, Only God knows what's best for us. And we have to trust His will. And we have to trust the fact that He will do the absolute best for you. No matter what situation you're in, no matter what you're going through, God will come through for you. And I know because I've been in places that were dark. I've been in places that were scary. I've been in places that I didn't know what was going to happen. And I tried to fix it and I tried to control it and I tried to make things happen. And every time I did, they did not work. But once I surrendered and I gave it to God and I really let it go, and I was well within my spirit about letting it go, God fixed it. So the message this week is don't panic. Know that God is in control. There's always going to be something. There's always going to be somebody. There's always going to be an obstacle because we choose to follow God and we choose to trust God. It doesn't mean that life is going to be just peachy keen all the time. But what it does mean is that we have help now. We have and accepted the help that is so much greater than us, so much bigger than us, so much more powerful than we are. And once we surrender to that power, that divine spirit of God that we connect with, that flows through us, life seems to get a little bit easier. So, the message today and this week is don't panic. God's on His way. Have a great week. Bye-bye.